Welcome back to a 78 Camaro video here on ShopDog-Garage. If you recall from the other day, we got the intake on and we got the balancer on. I've got a couple things I'd like to take care of today, but one of the things, and I didn't show it, and I didn't show it on purpose, was that we felt these screws from this kit were just a little short. I didn't get a warm fuzzy feeling torquing them down. So we went ahead, and in fact, if you look, there's a hole here, and you can feel how, you can actually put something up there, measure. That's where we went, and decided that it just wasn't as much clamping force as I wanted. Went out, did a little searching on the internet, and it turns out lots of people with big blocks and Super Victors and Victor Juniors have this problem, because see this difference in height between the factory height and the clamp load height that they gave us, that's about a 1/4 inch difference. So instead of these bolts that came in the 135 2001 and are correct for most big block setups, when we talked with ARP, they recommended the 2002. These are a 1/4 inch longer, will give us the thread engagement that I want, and they're marketed as for a 502. So for anyone else having this problem, that's what you're going to want to do. These will be too long for a stock style intake. So, your mileage may vary. So what I'm going to do first is one at a time, pop them and swap them, get them all torqued, and then we will go from there. So as soon as I have a couple of these done, we will be right back. We're zoomed in on purpose. Before I go starting, figured I would show you what we mean. I've got this bent screwdriver, and you can see that whole tip can go up before it hits that screw. I'll be right back. Still very zoomed in. Now the bolts look the same, but watch this. Now, just the very tip. So that makes quite a significant difference. I just feel better about the clamp. Well, not just the clamp load, but just the threads are going to hold up. It was probably fine. It made me nervous. I decided to go ahead and go down this road. It's $40. It's not the end of the world. Just makes me feel better. Okay. Now, future me who needs these bolts can clean them. Present me doesn't care enough, because all I care about right now is that these are all nicely torqued. They're a length I'm much happier with. Everyone that is exposed that I can measure, I just feel more confident. It's going to be a better seal. So one of the other things I think I'll do here shortly is I'll find a nice sharp razor, trim that up tidy, because that'll drive Harlan absolutely bonkers. And then we will start looking for things. Since we don't know what we're doing for the front accessory drive, I've got the water pump that came off the Impala when I did that front runner thing. So we'll use that for the dyno. Obviously, I got to come up with a block off plate. I'm sure I have one somewhere. If not, they're pretty gettable. Thought I had a dizzy clamp somewhere, but I haven't found one yet, but we'll keep looking. It doesn't have to be the final one, but I'm going to need one for dyno time. You can't run a thermostat on the dyno, so I'll just throw just a factory style housing on there. No big deal. We'll do some block offs. Got to figure out which of the two ports is going to get the temp sender for the sniper system, because we've got the cross flow or X flow. Oh boy, I don't even know where our dipstick is. That's somewhere. We're going to have to find that. I'm going to be looking for oil soon. I'm just going to phase and place the distributor today, I think, but it doesn't have to be permanent, because I do still want to pre-oil the engine at some point. And to do that, I need the oil. I've just got oil down in there that has been used for assembly, so we'll have to get oil. A couple things going on here. So just got to get her ready so that as soon as we can get this thing tested so that we can decide exactly what we're going to do for transmission. He really is leaning towards a full manual reverse valve body 350. That really depends on the power we put out here. Might be a 400. So we will see. Things to learn. Now everyone who knows me knows I hate doing stuff like this. So Harlan, I'm doing this just because you're my buddy. It's been a few minutes. We've been playing around. Just cleaned up and RTV'd down a thermostat housing we had just sitting around. It's fine enough for what we're doing. It just needs to let a hose attach to it. Also, we did go ahead and do the whole Hyperspark EFI thing, so hopefully that works out good for us. Just test fitting right now because I still want to prime the engine so the dizzy doesn't go on yet. But it's a snuggy fit onto the oil pump drive shaft, but I'm sure that'll get better. What I really wanted to make sure was that, and you'll notice I don't have the gasket here, was that we weren't bottomed out on the shaft, because you don't want, once you clamp this down, for that to be putting stress on the oil pump drive shaft. So another thing, I ordered one, and luckily I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to send it back. They don't tell you that the distributor comes with one, but this is their phasing cap. You would just go to number 1, per normal, and this is how you would phase your cap. There's a procedure for it. It sets the 52 or 54 degree initial thing. I don't care where it lines up right now. I just wanted it to verify that everything was going to sit and it was going to sit down, because it's coming right back out in a few minutes. Still haven't located. I know I got some somewhere. If not, I'm sure Harlan's got some. I don't know. I really don't want to buy another one. It's one of those things that you wind up with dozens of them. So anyway, we'll go with that. Once I get that back out and some tape over that hole, I'm going to go ahead and climb up and grab a water pump. Well, you're not going to believe how long this has taken to find some bolts and some washers that'll work. But I have a water pump on here finally. Obviously not the pump that's going with the motor, not the bolts that are going with the motor, thank God. Yeah, this is one of those Edelbrocks. This was on the Impala. Yeah, these are blind, so, they can't be too deep. So I got to dig around, find some plugs. Obviously, we've still got to put in this plug. These plugs, okay, at least the block drains are there. But, there's things you got to do yet. But we're getting there. And instead of a piece of tape, I just threw my priming tool in. So that's blocking the hole pretty good. I think I'm going to go find a carb plate and go ahead and throw that on there. And then wrap this up for the night. It's starting to get dark and I still got a bunch of stuff to look up. So anyway, thanks for watching.